And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. Just about to get started. And our pitcher in this game, David Peterson. Chris, how about a scouting report?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Okay, all set to go. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. Up and in, and the home opener is underway. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Acuna. And he's safe at first. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Moved to first, and he's back in there. Edman goes 5 feet 9 inches, 195 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And there's a foul ball. The next pitch misses. 1-1. Fly ball down the line. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double. Here's Ketel Marte. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. A second scores as well. It's 2-zip.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Gets it to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Hit in the air, center field. Nimmo has it sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And first offering is fouled off. Marte at second with 2 down. And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count.
And that one gets away at the plate. Marte up to third on the wild pitch. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Lifted in the air, right field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Bottom of the first. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Out to short, a dive, nice stop, gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out. Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a foul out of play. And a slider misses down and away. One out, bases empty. Ground ball left side. Suarez throw to first in time. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 outs, bases empty. And now it's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
This one in the air. Suarez makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in Queens, Randal Grichuk now. Peterson back to work. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one the other way. McNeil puts it away, and there's 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. That one in the dirt. Ball 1. Swing and a bouncer. Lindor. The throw to first. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Back here at Citi Field, home of the New York Mets. Singy, we saw this team playing in the NLCS a year ago.
And some people were surprised they went as far as they did, but they had a really talented roster. In the postseason, you just need one of those guys to get hot, and good things start to happen.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Yeah, Pete Alonso was that guy last year. It felt like he was hitting a game-changing home run every night.
And the rest of his teammates just fed off that energy, Boog. Francisco Lindor was absolutely amazing. Mets fans will remember his grand slam against the Phillies for a very long time.
But with that said, the only way for the Mets to take a step forward this season is reaching the World Series. Max Muncy at the dish. That's down and in. A slider missed. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Swing and a miss.
Boog, here's a note on Yamamoto. He won 3 straight Sawamura Awards, the Japanese equivalent of the Cy Young Award, and the last 3 Pacific League Most Valuable Player Awards, which is the first MVP three-peat since Ichiro Suzuki.
And now it's even up. And that just misses.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here's the veteran DH, Jesse Winker. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. McCarthy makes the play. That is the inning. Back here at Citi Field, on to the 3rd inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. High fly ball out to center field. Nimmo running hard to get it. Squeezes it, and there's 1 away. Tommy Edman at the plate. Doubled his first time up.
Edman.
And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. Pulls that one foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Hard hit left side. Toss to Alonso, and they get Edman for the out. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. This one in the air. Peterson makes the play, and it's out number 3. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
In the air, right side. Grichuk hauls it in, and there's one away. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball right field. McCarthy sizing this one up. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Endy Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
And misses inside. 2 outs, base is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. McCarthy drifts towards it, and that will end the inning. And we're back. And now it's Josh Naylor. Naylor measures 5 feet 10 inches, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back. Inside. Going to count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. McNeil on his horse. 2 up, 2 down. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1.
Third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Popped up. Acuna makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom four. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Nabs it, one up, one down. So up next, Luis Angel Acuna. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Here's Juan Soto. He popped out his first time.
Soto.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Go away. He hammers one out to right, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Outside low, and a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missing inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Randal Grichuk. Peterson back to work. Down and away for ball 1.
1-0.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now up next for Arizona, Adrian Del Castillo. He's 0 for 1. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Grichuk stands at second with no outs. Late on that fastball.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Slider got him for strike 3. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone. So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. 1 for 2. That one hammered center field. Nimmo right there to make the grab. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and stepping in for New York, Max Muncy.
Muncy.
And
That's a
ball
ball.
one.
Counts 1-0.
Swinging a grounder foul first base side. And that one is inside. Fouled off. He was late.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Off the mark there. 3-2 now.
That's a really good take.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. A monster shot to right, and we are all tied up. It's 2-2. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Jesse Winker. And that one cutting but missing down low.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Towards first. He takes it on his own. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Flied to right his first time. That misses the zone. Ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that one hit to first. Close play, but he just beat him to the bag for the out. Jeff McNeil stands in. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here is Tommy Edman. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning.
The batter, number 4. Second baseman.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Out in front and foul to the left side. And he dodges that fastball. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And that's ripped for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Josh Naylor. On the ground to third. Tags the runner for 1. To second, 2. Relay to first. Got him. Triple play. Wow. Well, we go bottom 6. And now it's going to be Endy Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
And that skips in the dirt. And that misses. 2-0.
2-0.
And that's in there at the knees. Lifted in the air down the left side. Gurriel trying to get there. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
1-1.
Absolutely crushed. And that one is going to land by a van down by the river. He shoots one out to right. And they grab the lead. It's 3-2. One out, base is empty. So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. And that one missing low.
1-0.
That one is absolutely belted. Go away! Another homer. Second home run of the inning for them. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-2. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. 2 outs.
Ball.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about.
This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts the 7th with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Really important at bat coming up now.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Fouled off down the right side. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Grichuk goes after that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Check on the runner, and he's back in easily. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. That one misses, and the count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Tying run at the plate. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Not close with that one. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out.
And a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Acuna has it for one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's going to be Max Muncy. And first offering is fouled off. And a rope into center field, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Winker lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. In the air, left field. Gurriel grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Number 15, Taylor.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
McNeil, the next to hit, takes outside. Muncy off of first with two away. To the right side. Can't glove it cleanly. And they put the tag on him. That's the third out, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the eighth, and now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Makes the catch, one down. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Tommy Edman. And that one fouled off. Strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. And we are tied. It's 4-4. And fouled off. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab, two down. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Now he turns and heads for second. And the potential go-ahead run stops at second base. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to him. Endy Rodriguez. Nelson back to work. This ball's chopped on the ground. Suarez fires across the diamond. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift. Lindor at the plate now, and that's inside. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's towards center. McCarthy trying to get there. He's got it. And there are 2 down. And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna. Strike 1. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to the left, and that's a foul ball. Misses inside, and it's 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And that one ripped to left. He can't get there. It's a base hit.
He was all over that one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
1 ball, 1
Pitch
strike.
out, but no action.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
2 balls, 1
He might
strike.
want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Next
3
offering
balls,
way
1
off the
strike.
plate. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. Runner goes again, and he walked
Ball
him.
4.
And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. So they turn to their closer, Justin Martinez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Acuna at second. Soto on at first with 2 down. And a swing and a miss. They miss a big. Back here in Queens, we go to the 9th. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is downstairs. Swings through that.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Muncy sends it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
High fly ball down the left field line. Into the corner, but foul. Lindor throws across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away. Now a chance for Adrian Del Castillo. 1 for 3. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at first, here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Just missed. Out there to center. Lindor trying to get to it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Citi Field. Here comes Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
And
Ball
takes
1.
low for ball 1. What a stop. The throw, and they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Outside low, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1
got a ball,
away.
1 strike.
We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Headed towards the corner. Gurriel on the run. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting.
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 1 so far. Ball 1 there.
The only adjustment he needs to
Ball 1,
make
no
is
strike.
his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle.
Handles, throws to first. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Tommy Edman.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
The pitch. Into center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. He thought about it, but instead returns to second. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Marte digs in now. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those
1
feet,
ball, 2 strikes to count.
whatever it takes.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A towering shot. It's 6-4. Naylor stands in now and watches strike 1. On the ground, right side. Fires to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here. Here's the left fielder, Jeff McNeil. Out towards left center. Gurriel handles the chance. 1 away. And now the switch hitting catcher, Endy Rodriguez. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. He hauls it in. 2 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Lindor, the next to hit, takes low for a
1-0.
ball. This to third, and that one handled. On to first.
Out.
Ball game. Martinez with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. just about set. And today's starting pitcher, Corbin Burnes.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
So up now for Chicago, Nico Hoerner.
For the Cubs, the second baseman, Nico Hoerner.
Outside low, and we're up. Underway here in the home opener. Next offering misses. Down. 2 balls, no strikes. That's hard hit on the line. McCarthy makes the grab, 1 down. And now Pete Crow Armstrong. And he grounds one back up the middle. Slings to first. 2 away here in the top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
It's 0-1.
Ball, that's just out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Now this is in the air down the line. Grichuk in position, brings it in. And that is that. Back here in the desert. And now here is Jake McCarthy. And he swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. And here comes Tommy Edman. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Josh Naylor. That's a hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. And they take the lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Corner over to first. 3rd out. Second inning set to go. And the batter now, Seiya Suzuki. And that one is downstairs. 1-0.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike. Nope. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
We got a full count.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance, works the walk. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
0-1.
And that misses. And it's 1-1. Just missed. And that one pulled foul. Suzuki aboard here at first with nobody out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 strikes.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Edman slings to first. 2 gone. Ian Happ up to hit. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. To third. Fair ball. Suzuki around third. He will score, and the Cubs tie it up. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
On a bounce right side, Marte on to first. That's the 3rd out. Back here at Chase Field, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Boyd back to work. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-1's the count.
And that one hammered. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Randal Grichuk. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
All over that one right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Adrian Del Castillo now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Dunks one into left. And it gets by him. Grichuk rounds second on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. And now Gabriel Moreno, golden opportunity right here. Swanson sends it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
That's a base hit. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. He's in there.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Tommy Edman at the plate. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Coming home. He will score.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Zips it across. They get the out on Marte. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's Turner now.
Justin Turner.
Bounce to the right. Marte fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. So the lineup flips over. Nico Hoerner, the next Cub to hit. Outside. And it's 1-0. 1 out, base is empty. To the right side. And it stays fair. Now the number 2 hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that's downstairs. And that's ball
Counts
1.
1-0.
Man at first, 1 away. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Tags the runner. Tag out at second. It's a double play. And just like that. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Up the middle, and that squirts through. And a good start to the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Gurriel. That one out to right. Tucker makes the grab, 1 away. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Fly to center his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Boyd, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Kicks and deals. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Fights it off, he'll see another. Hit on the ground, might be two. To Hoerner, it's second for one, and it's a double play to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a big power threat, Kyle Tucker. Tap foul at the plate. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a Gold Glover. Next pitch is downstairs.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swing and a ground ball. Toss to Naylor. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. So now it's the four-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Walked his first time. That's in there. And it's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The Cubbies trailing by 3. Top half of inning number 4. Outside low, and the count's even at 2. And they'll do it again. Chop to the right side. Naylor. He steps on the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. And it's even up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Right side, hard hit. Marte throws to first in time. And back here in the desert, now it's the right fielder, Randall Grichuk. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swanson fires over to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Del Castillo in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. On the ground, Swanson whips it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Gabriel Moreno. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Wastes no time there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Man at second. On the ground right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. Out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. One up, one down. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Just missed. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a Gold Glover. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and wins that Gold Glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No play. That's an infield single.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Happ, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Popped in the air, left field. Gurriel handles the chance.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Turner climbs in on that right side. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
2 outs. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swing and a ball line to center. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Back here at Chase Field, and the batter will be the shortstop, Tommy Edman. Boyd back to work. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Ketel Marte. Happ hauls it in, and there's one away. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Josh Naylor. Steps on the bag for 1. Safe at second.
He's safe.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a swing and a drive. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Here comes Edman to score. It's 5-1.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Next to hit, Eugenio Suarez. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. Grichuk stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Turner whips it across. They limit the damage here. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, Nico Hoerner. First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a foul straight back. That's out to center field. McCarthy settles under it. And there's one down. Here's the center fielder. New pitcher now, Drey Jameson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Jameson, a righty that throws with power. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. So here's Kyle Tucker now. In the air out towards right center. McCarthy has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the sixth inning. Now it's the DH, Adrian Del Castillo. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Moreno stands in now, looks at that one inside. Chop to the left side. Turner, one at second, out. On to Bush. It's a double play. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. And that one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Back here in the desert, top of inning number 7. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
That one ripped. Way back there. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Good job to fight that one off. Next pitch inside. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. McCarthy going back. Gone. And they close the gap. It's 6-2. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. First pitch misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Smoked on the ground to second. Toss to Naylor. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. The sliding play at short to first. Got him. Yeah. Nice play.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the top half of inning number 7. And that is cut on and missed. And that is strike 2.
2 strikes.
Popped up. Marte. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here at Chase Field, set for the last half of the 7th. Leading off, Tommy Edman. Sneaks through, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. And it looks like trouble. Edman around second. Coming home. He'll score easily. Caught up now trying to get to third. The tag out.
That's an out.
He can't scramble back in time. Josh Naylor stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that one finds its way through.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Reaching down, makes the catch. So a man aboard. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. That missed by a lot. 1-0. Turner collects it. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. And we're back. We go to the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Dansby Swanson. Outside. The shortstop takes the ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throw sails over his head at first. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's Justin Turner. Tanner Scott on the pitch here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Rudder stops at second. And the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Back-to-back singles, turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Horner in the box now. No balls and a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. 2 on with 1 out. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 on, 1 out. Out to short. Dives, and he can't hang on. But there's no play. That's an infield single.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, it bangs off the wall. The run scores all the way from first, and now just a 2-run deficit.
How about that? Clears the bases. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Kelly swings through it for strike 1. That misses, and the count is 1-1. Stays alive.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Out to center. McCarthy settles under it. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Randall Grichuk. Brazier back to work, and that skips in the dirt. And it's fouled away. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Back there. That's not coming back. So he goes yard to left. It's 8-5.
He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Tucker really on his horse for it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Ground ball left side. Gets the catcher by a step. Now Jake McCarthy. On the ground right side, Horner. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Up the middle, Edman. On the run, sends it over to first. And very nicely done for the out. He's 2 outs away. Justin Martinez comes on trying to close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Hauls it in, 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. And here comes Dansby Swanson. 1 for 3. Ball
That's a
one,
ball.
no strikes. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth.
What do you got?
Swanson checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. The Cubs down to their final strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And they'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Nope. Outside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And there's a ball.
3-2.
Slice to right, and that's just foul.
I don't know how this at bat will end, but I'll be sad when it does. So much fun watching this thing go back and forth.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Hit to right, and that should do it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game. Burns with his first major league win.
Yeah.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now it's the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. And that one lifted in the air center field. McCarthy settles under it. Puts it away for the out. And now it's Luis Robert.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Luis Robert.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Grichuk on the run. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Robert on the go. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in the desert and getting the start for the White Sox, Jairo Iriarte. What do we have on him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Bottom of the first. And stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. And that one is inside ball 1.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Check swing, no appeal.
2-0.
Off the plate inside, and that's ball 3. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. And the D-backs jump out in front. It's 2-0. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. The throw into second. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Tries to get back in time, but they got him. And now it's Josh Naylor. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Just one of those seeing-eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Caro puts it away for the out. 2 away now. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Eugenio Suarez.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back here at Chase Field, now here is Michael A. Taylor.
Michael A. Taylor.
Kelly back to work. This to third. Suarez in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Mike Tauchman.
The right fielder, number 18, Mike Tauchman.
Ground ball right side. Finds its way through, base hit. Tim Elko will hit next. Bounce to third, but it kicks foul. Tauchman stands at first with one out. In the dirt. Liner, base hit. And that keeps him from advancing past second.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And the infield fly rule called.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Hit in the air, left field. Gurriel has it sized up. And that is that. And we're back. Randal Grichuk now.
The right fielder, Randal Grichuk.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
That ball's foul.
Left-hand hitter waits. That one down the line, and foul ball. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. So the batting order turns over. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. The throw in. The tag out.
He's out.
Now batting.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's already homered here in this one. Pitch misses. Ball one. Del Castillo, the runner at third. McCarthy on at second with 2 down. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs.
That's ball 2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That one ripped left field. Benintendi going back on it. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. And the batter now, Brooks Baldwin. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line, and no one can get there. Grichuk hustles it back in. Lead runner puts on the brakes, and it's second and third.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball try.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. McCarthy. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, left fielder
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. Up the middle, boots it. One runs in. Gets off a throw, and no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Michael A. Taylor, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that is out of play. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And 1-2. To third. 1 at second. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. Back here in the desert, here's Ketel Marte.
the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Benintendi hustling after it. Makes the catch. One down. Here's Josh Naylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Naylor, 27 years old, and he was born in Canada. One down, base is empty. Rips one to right, and that's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Pickoff move to second. Naylor dives back in safely. Naylor, the runner at second with one away. That one the other way. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
In the air, center field. Taylor settles under it and makes the grab. Runner tags for home. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. And they lead by 3. Now it's the right fielder, Randal Grichuk. And that one fouled off. One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. Taylor makes his way towards it. Makes the grab. That is the inning. Back here at Chase Field, start of the 4th, and now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And a ground ball to first. He'll do it himself. And a quick out, number 1. Tim Elko now at the plate. A single his first time. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Grichuk makes the grab, and there's two gone. And now the switch hitting catcher, Edgar Quero. He popped out his first time. On the ground, right side. Marte sends it to first, and that is the inning. And we're back. Bottom four, and now the DH, Adrian Del Castillo. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. See you later. And they add to their lead. It's 4-1. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
You know, these D-backs doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
That one to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. Just got him on that one. Tommy Edman at the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Fastball high and tight right there. A scary combo. I'll tell you what, everyone in the stadium looked like they felt like they needed to jump out of the way. I know I moved.
Marte forced to get out of the way of the first pitch. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Throw to first. Edman back in on a dive. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Back to first, and he's safe. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Edman around second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
That one fouled off. 2 outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And it's gone. Home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 7-1. And a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Lined into left center, base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And here is Eugenio Suarez. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Chase Meidroth. Kelly back to work. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Line drive. Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Luis Robert now. That one is hammered right field. That's back. And that's up onto the walkway and out of here. A shot to the opposite field. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-2. So 2 down. And up next for Chicago, Lenyn Sosa. And there's a foul ball. Now fly ball to right center. Grichuk. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in the desert, now it's the right fielder, Randal Grichuk.
Randal Grichuk.
Taylor hauls it in for the out. One away. Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And this one looks like trouble.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Oh, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Coming home. He'll score.
Comes through with the RBI. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there.
Diving stop at second. On the money. Nice play.
Now batting, shortstop Tommy Edman.
Next to hit for Arizona, Tommy Edman. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Moreno scores. It's an RBI single, and it's 9-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Taylor makes the play. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at Chase Field, top 6. Benintendi to start it.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Ground ball right side, and
foul.
that's just foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get.
Oh, gets dirty, and they get the out.
The center fielder, number 24,
Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 2 in this one. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Bryce Jarvis.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Jarvis, a 6'2 righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Suarez throw to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. So up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman. On the ground, right side. Marte tosses to first. Tauchman is gone. And the White Sox go quietly. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Josh Naylor.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And that's fouled off. Caro makes the catch for the out. And there's one away. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's back there. And that one is into the pool and gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 10-2. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 11-2. At the plate, Adrian Del Castillo. Swinging a drive, deep right field. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. Stepping in, Gabriel Moreno. And it finds its way through for a hit. Coming home. He will score.